You hear they're firing gay people from the NSA? 100 intelligence staffers to be fired for engaging in explicit chats. The explicit chats in question, LBTQA and IC Pride TWG. Fascinating. Took place on a secure intranet called Interlink in 2 server channels titled as such. This behavior is unacceptable and those involved will be held accountable. Have you seen some of the links? Or sorry, the leaks from this where people are being super gay? She said the disgusting chat groups were immediately shut down when President Donald Trump issued his executive order ending DEI initiatives in the federal government. I like the implication from this paragraph that the reason these chats existed was because of DEI. Like staffers making their own private channels to be gay in has something to do with a government initiative to promote. The NSA was aware of it and they were like, well, we have to because, The DNI sent a memo directing all intelligence agencies to identify the employees who participated in the NSA's obscene, pornographic, and sexually explicit chat rooms and to terminate their employment and revoke their security clearances. Deadline Friday. Do they not talk about what it was that was done here? They don't. Oh, they don't even say. They don't even say here. NSA gay group chats. There you go. Chat logs obtained from the NSA's Interlink messaging platform, obtained by researchers from the conservative Manhattan Institute, reportedly via sources within the NSA, revealed employees from various intelligence agencies discussing their experiences with gender reassignment surgery, artificial genitalia, hormone therapy, polyamory, and pronoun usage. Just a standard Discord group chat nonsense, basically. Just some gay furries or whatever. One Defense Intelligence Agency officer who had gender transition surgery appears to have written messages about experiences, quote, being penetrated. Could never. I'm a top. While other messages included graphic descriptions of laser hair removal, hormone replacement therapy, and breast augmentation, among other procedures. You might notice all of this is literally completely normal. You can dress it up with as much morally outrageous language as you want, but it's what someone talked about a tit job and pronoun usage. Some discussions included talk about sexual arousal post-operation and other lewd sexual experiences. Unironically, this is an attempt to purge gay people from government. You're aware of the fact that all of these intelligence agencies, and in fact all government departments, have obscene interdepartmental group chats full of straight dudes talking about which women in the department they want to. This is literally in sector group chats. All of these branches have them. They all have them. It's not this isn't a security breach or anything. This is literally what are they talking about? Oh, they're talking about being gay and trans and what have you. Okay, well, you've got other ones over there with straight guys talking about who they want to rape or dick enlargement pills or some bullshit, or graphic descriptions and or photos of a big shit they took this morning. It's the idea that this is exclusively this obscenity is a gay or trans person thing. This is moral policing. And I do appreciate them saying this was obtained via the conservative Manhattan Institute, reportedly via sources within the NSA, or to translate it, somebody was allowed into these group chats who was not on board with wokeness, and they took screenshots and leaked it to a conservative think tank who went to the media with it. It was a damn rat. Now, you know perfectly well that they could do this with any other group chat in the NSA, the guys being gross or whatever, and it would get leaked and be oh, what? They wouldn't even go to the media with it. They wouldn't even go. They don't care. Christopher Rufo. Oh, he was the one who reported it? Christopher Rufo? Incredible. So that explains that one tweet of his. Let me find it. It's somewhere here. There we go. There is a battalion of male-to-female transgenders within the American intelligence apparatus. They hate Italians and libs of TikTok. They fantasize about pseudo-vaginas and butthole lasers. He doesn't know how to spell lasers. They are in charge of the most sophisticated spying machine in human history. There we go. So that's why they had Italians based. True. Tulsi Gabbard has, somebody linked this. Tulsi Gabbard has long been extremely homophobic, which makes sense. The whole Hindu conservative nationalist cult. So it's not really surprising that she would, moralize over this. She's insanely evil? Yes. But no, this is 100% an effort to facilitate the ousting of queer people. It's certainly not a consistently applied policy. The messages were part of DEI-focused employee resource groups that had been hijacked by activists who, quote, spent all day holding meetings with titles such as privilege, ally awareness, pride, and transgender community inclusion. Guarantee you this is a lie These are literally group chats for staffers. This has nothing to do with DEI initiatives. This is just a handful of euphemisms describing essentially these were gay people. That's it. Oh yeah, there's Rufo. The source recounted, according to Rufo, that they were particularly, quote, disgusted by a chat that included discussions of weekend group sex. Excuse me, can you explain to me how it's newsworthy that a conservative think tank run by fascists finds this disgusting? Is that, I'm sorry, is that like a moral qualifier that we should be concerned with? Remember when people acted like when Tulsi was a base progressive lefty? I remember at least one person acting that way, yeah. Anyway, you can expect this to continue to happen as more and more people are fired from the federal government. God damn, man. Look, I wanted to see the Jesse Waters video on this from Fox News. Look at the Elon Musk pictures they're running with. Look at this. Musk attends Trump's first cabinet meeting, 16K views. Nobody gives a shit about the whole thing. It's just like I don't know. They're going to fire more and more black people. They're going to fire more and more gay people, and they're going to come up with insane, over-the-top excuses for it every time, you know? Give me the damn Jesse Waters video. Let me find it. Here we go. Oh, here's Tulsi Gabbard. There we go. Jesse Waters, Tulsi Gabbard. Here. This is an egregious violation of trust. Please.
Fox News alert. According to the Washington Times, Kash Patel's FBI opening an investigation into James Comey. The Times reports that Comey launched an off-the-books honeypot op-queer, a Russian agent, and in a MAGA cult. This is the deep state the media says is fake. They've been shrouded in bureaucracy forever.
Here we go. Deep state sex chat exposed.
We only wish the NSA had shredded their secret sex chats. We told you how intel officials were using government chat rooms to brag about their fetishes, kinks, and sex changes. Journalist Chris Rufo just uncovered more messages. Viewer warning. Creeps at the NSA were fantasizing about having hermaphrodite babies so they could raise them non-binary. They were also trashing conservatives like Ben Shapiro, calling them effing monsters. And after Pat Robertson died, CIA workers celebrated. Quote, I was always taught never to say anything about the dead unless it's good. He's dead. Good.
I don't know. This seems like a pretty base group chat. I'm not going to lie. What's the stock GIF reaction? The Discord chat got leaked and it's the police coming after you. Well, this time that literally happened this time. You're getting fired from the damn NSA.
The NSA was also caught bad-mouthing RFK, but they really don't like Tulsi. They say she's fervently anti-queer, a Russian agent, and in a MAGA cult. This is the deep state the media says is fake. They've been
The deep state is a NSA staffer group chat. It's frightening stuff.
Shrouded in bureaucracy forever, and we're shining a light on the infection and cleaning it out. Tulsi Gabbard is the Director of National Intelligence. First of all, congratulations on your confirmation.
Thank you, Jesse. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. Not so good to see some of these transgender sex chats among the intel officials. What are we going to do about that?
Well, Jesse, what we're going to do has already been done. There are over 100 people from across the intelligence community that contributed to and participated in this, what is really just an egregious violation of trust, what to speak of like basic rules and standards around professionalism. I put out a directive today that they all will be terminated and their security clearances will be revoked.
Listening to this infuriates me. Well, this is the government now. You better familiarize yourself with the language they're going to use to crack down on the existence of queer people broadly. It always happens this way. They're never brave enough to just say, we're opposed to gay people. Gay people are bad. Instead, they blow up every action gay or trans people do and pretend that it's some like degenerate sex cult bullshit. When in reality, like, what they're describing is usually either innocuous or as bad as what, like, literally every straight guy in that department has done. Or, you know, the straight guys have done quite a bit worse. This is why you can never buy into the respectability politics bullshit. I guarantee you right now there are, I don't know, Brianna Wu or whatever, who are like, well, if only they hadn't done the gay transgender chat, then maybe Tulsi Gabbard, the far-right Russian plant cultist who's been in favor of anti-gay conversion therapy for years, wouldn't have used them for anti-deep state propaganda or whatever. Like there will always be people like that. They exist to divide us. Don't listen to them, okay?
But the thing here, Jesse, is like we got to take a step back because this is just barely scratching the surface. When you
what happened to locker room talk? Yeah, grab him by the pussy. Exactly. I thought it was just locker room talk. Since when did everyone get so damn sensitive about this?
see what these people were saying, and thanks to Chris Rufo for putting it all out online, they were brazen in using an NSA platform intended for professional use to conduct this kind of really horrific behavior. And they were brazen in doing this because when was the last time anyone was really held accountable? Certainly not over the last.
You notice how much they have to moralize and hand-wring because, like, nothing actually happened and nothing was actually wrong. Nothing was illegal. Nothing was morally wrong. So all they can really do is, like, gesture vaguely at what happened and go like, yeah, this horrendous behavior.
4 years, certainly not over the last 10, maybe 20 years. When we look at some of the biggest violations of the American people's trust in the intelligence community. So
That's true, man. You know, the assassination of Fred Hampton, the harassment of, and possible assassination of MLK Jr., you know, countless illegal acts, domestic and abroad, from your party. You know, you consider the investigations into Trump, the raid on Mar-a-Lago, the investigation January 6th, all of these breaches of trust pale in comparison to the gay transgender IRC channel.
Action and holding these individuals accountable is just the beginning of what we're seeing across the Trump administration, which is carrying out the mandate.
Have you seen how lately they've been pretending that the Biden administration like destroyed the Epstein files or something? Like they promised they would release the Epstein files on day one, but the problem with that is that they've already released the Epstein files and Trump is already all over them. He went on the flights multiple times. Epstein had like 14 phone numbers for Trump so he could reach him with sweet new deals on like kitty rape at any moment of time. And like they're still like, we'll release the Epstein files. Trump won't be in them because they're just hoping that people don't realize that he was already in them. And now they're pretending that like the Biden administration destroyed them or something.
The American people gave him clean house, root out that rot and corruption and weaponization and politicization, so we can start to rebuild that trust in these institutions that are charged with an important mission of serving the American people, ensuring our safety, security, and freedom.
Well, there's going to be a lot of house cleaning because now we're hearing CIA agents don't like getting Doge, so they're going to sell state secrets to our enemies. What are we going to do here?
Actually, that was the very real concern, that if you do mass firings of CIA agents for literally no reason, outside of them not liking an unelected non-government official telling them what to do, you run the risk of them disclosing secrets to foreign governments. Honestly, who gives a shit at this point? It's pretty obvious right now that every government secret we have is open, right? Like Doge went in and opened up the Department of the Treasury. They copied onto private servers. Trump had the top secret files at Mar-a-Lago that he was showing people. Like there's no government secrets to hide anymore. We're going to get like an era of unprecedented government transparency, but in like a monkey paw curling kind of way.
I am curious about how they think this is a good tactic to keep their job. They're exposing themselves essentially by making this indirect threat using their propaganda.
They didn't make it. The CIA agents didn't make it. It's just people talking about it being a potential risk.
Arm through CNN that they've used over and over and over again to reveal their hand, that their loyalty is not at all to America. It is not to the American people or the Constitution. It is to themselves. And these are exactly the kind of people that we need to root out, get rid of, so that the patriots who...
Again, they literally... No CIA agent made this claim. No CIA agent went to the media and said, I will disclose secrets to our adversaries if I am fired. That was not something that happened.
Do work in this area, who are committed to our core mission, can actually focus on that. I got to tell you, one of the byproducts of what I just saw literally today is because of this immediate action of transparency and accountability, I have people within the intelligence community reaching out to me personally and directly saying, hey, you need to know about this. You need to look over here. People are stepping forward because they are all on board with the mission to clean house and refocus on our core mission of serving the American people.
Look at what?
I love to hear that, that there's a lot of patriots that want to join you in cleaning house. Can you explain to me what's going on with this mineral deal that's supposedly about to get inked with Zelensky to end this war in Ukraine? Is part of the strategy here, because after the Ukraine war started, it drove Russia and China closer together. Is this peace deal and what we're doing aimed at separating Russia from China?
I don't know why this is really relevant. This isn't really a Tulsi Gabbard thing. This is more of a State Department thing, but sure.
Well, you know,
yeah, why is this question being directed at Tulsi Gabbard? This isn't her department at all. It's no relevance. Okay.
President Trump's, there's a few different things that are happening kind of simultaneously. This minerals deal, I think, is one thing that stands on its own. The broader deal that is still being worked on, that President Trump has made very clear remains his top priority, is ending the war between Russia and Ukraine.
So you have nothing to say.
Those negotiations are still ongoing. President Trump wants to end the killing. And most importantly, he's looking at each of these deals and negotiations that are underway within the context of what is in the best interests of
me when I have a group presentation on a book that I was supposed to read and I didn't.
The American people and our taxpayers, and for the cause of peace.
That's
All right,
great.
well, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate, Tulsi Gabbard. Thanks for joining us.
Not really. I mean, she's showing up for like media interviews, even though she's still in the first 2 months of the administration. I don't know. Feel like she actually doesn't have much work to do. Purging queer people, yeah. I actually expected them to linger on the gay sex chat subject for longer. Do you think the people in the comment section of Fox News videos are ever going to get upset that none of the big purges that they expect will ever happen? You know, like none of the big like treason trials or whatever. We know the punishment for treason. Why isn't anyone who claims they'll leak any kind of secret immediately arrested and jailed in addition to being fired? Because no one said that. Treason needs to be punished. Stop talking and start prosecuting traitors and treat them like traitors. My grandma used to say, got to get the pigs out of the creek before you can clean up the water. That's great, Grandma. Back to bed, Grandma. Okay. Anyone that even threatens giving away our secret should be arrested and jailed. Well, nobody said that. Treason is still a capital crime. Charged with... Like, you're not going to get these big treason trials. It's just not happening, man. You're not going to get CIA agents put on treason trials. No, whatever. Yeah, they mean the ex-CIA guys. They're not even ex-CIA at this point. They're still CIA. Because no CIA agent came forward and said that. Why would they say that?